The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster sampler that includes all the meat in 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Just discussing potential travel plans and pricing for if, in fact, the Suns close are out tonight. Not jinxing, just saying.
Hey, maybe that Wiener Fest will be going on, Brady, that you hosted.
Oh, up in Milwaukee?
In Milwaukee.
Yeah, we're talking about, like, my trip to L.A. over the weekend was, like, I just saw Trip Reeb in the hall, and he goes, so you went to L.A. for a basketball game and ended up at a circus instead. I forgot to tell you this part. Yesterday when Kevin and I hung over, went down to grab some breakfast, and again, I still wish it was Al
At
McCoy.
the Palm?
No, we didn't end up going to the Palm. I wish still that that it was Al McCoy. I like Kevin a lot, but I wish it was Al, because Al McCoy looking at me going, I'm hungover. I might myself right here in the restaurant.
Eating his eggs.
Shazam! So we're sitting there, and Kevin being a consummate broadcaster, occasionally you kind of realize that he's doing play-by-play of life every once in a while. And we're talking basketball most of the weekend. I mean, the guy's an encyclopedia. I know my way around the game, but this one, because I haven't paid attention for a few years, so he knows the ins and outs of the worst parts of the Suns team. I mean, just the words Dragan Bender made me go, oh, yeah, we were horrible. So, and Dragan Bender was a draft pick, so we were joking about that, and Kevin's like, and don't forget, Dragan Bender was here the same year Marquise Chris, and right now, John, I'm going to have to tell you the lady right across from me is breastfeeding her child. Like, what? Like, what's happening? We'll be right back after this. Brought to you by Lerner and Rowe. I look over, and this lady's just no blanket, nothing.
Kid's just going to town?
Right there in the restaurant, waiting to get a table. And, I mean, that kid is going, it's squirting out of the side of his mouth. She'll pop his head off every once in a while, and this thing will just be out. And I know I'm not supposed to get, like, turned on by that, but my brain is designed
Booby.
to see booby and know booby's out. I don't care what its function is. If I see it out, my brain doesn't go, well, it's performing its duty. No, I don't care. Is it nice or not? And it was. And she's got that thing latched up. Little baby.
Stand next to her, next man up.
Yeah.
Nicest cans you'll ever see.
No, they weren't that great. They weren't that great. You got white junk all over her boob and stuff. And I'm like, well, this is bad. You got to put that baby down, because what I'm picturing here is not what's happening. There's milk all over the place. And I'm like, well, this is, aside from that baby, this is how I like those things to look.
Bastard in a basket.
I made Brett puke. And laugh at the same time. I like a good milk-covered booby, but I don't need some baby nearby. I'll be doing all the milking around here. Now put that away. I'm trying to eat. I can't eat in the same room with my erection and an infant. This is your fault, lady. I don't think it's disgusting. It's confusing. Grow up. No, I refuse. I speak for all men.
Grown-up's no fun.
Being grown-up's lame. The second I grow up is the day I look at your boob and go, what a wonderful natural function the breast is. Now I'm no fun at all.
It's not distracting whatsoever.
Yeah, I've died inside is what's happened. My interior is lost and finished. I want to be dead inside. I want to look at boobs for the rest of my life and be like, boobs. I never want it to be a natural function. Like I always said, peeing and pooping is natural too, but you don't go doing that in the middle of a hotel lobby. Some people do.
Well, we've got those videos.
Anyway, this is going to be a very unique version of the entertainment drill today. But it is fun to hang out with a broadcaster. Shazam! She's breastfeeding. Wham, bam, slam, milk everywhere. Brought to you by Arizona Dairy Farm. It's time for the entertainment drill. sports enablement drill, we'll call it today. A little video we're going to show the boys that they haven't seen yet. They're going to enjoy. It's brought to you by our friends at reactdefense.com, the home of tactical black self-defense training. And you see it again. That airplane the other day, that dude tried to open the door. I don't know what's going on.
No, he got it open, and he got the slide open.
I didn't know he got it open.
He got it open, and he got the slide going down.
So they had
As it was taxiing.
Yeah, it was moving.
Yeah.
They had a wind dancer, a sky dancer coming out of the plane.
Yeah, the used car salesman hanging out on the side of the thing. No kidding.
Yeah, it was.
I just heard he tried. I didn't see any videos. I just heard he tried to get the door open. I'm like, what's going on with planes?
And the pilot's audio, Charlie 4, we've got a door open.
With all the technology,
calm.
two things. With all the technology in the world, I know for a fact that 5G is not interrupting the. I've never once turned my phone off on a plane, so we can stop that.
Joints
silly.
are hurting,
that's
man.
stupid. That's ridiculous. My joints do hurt, and I kind of wonder, but that's a different story. Second, can we make it so that door has like a secondary thing? Yeah, like
How about a code?
A code.
How about a code?
The only reason you can't have a code is because if the whole staff goes down, you're the only one left. But if the whole staff's out, chances of you being
you're
up
locked in.
are not good.
That's probably it. Can't lock it.
But it shouldn't just be like a kunk like I'm getting into the Costco. They got to do something about that plane door to where it's like it takes the pilot inside.
I don't know,
or
because you're looking at, like if it is locked in and that malfunctions, then you're locked into the plane.
How about it can't open while it's moving?
I mean, like child locks
You
at
want
the
those-
pilot.
Yes.
Yes.
Captain's the only one
That's
can hit the
easy.
button.
While it's moving, the child locks are on.
Captain hasn't disabled the
Yeah,
lock
right,
yet.
exactly.
Yeah. And if the captain if the captain goes out from the salmon mousse or whatever, I don't know. If he goes out and the co-pilot's asleep and everything else, the chances of you still being alive are zero. Like they're all out they just didn't go away. Like if somebody poisons them, you ain't making it out of opening in the middle of the movement anyway. We shouldn't have access to
So what
those
happens?
doors
Does the
opening.
door fly off and the slide fly off?
It opens when the door opens. That
Yeah.
slide happens. So it's an auto.
Well, it's a handle. So he got the door open, and then he popped the handle on,
I didn't see that.
on the
Anyway,
slide.
well, this is why at React Defense we have the plane. And it's like the 13th time in a month that we're having something go wrong on a plane where somebody needs to be stopped on a plane. They have a fuselage they built there to where you can do things where, like, here's what happens if stuff gets wonky on a plane. And, man, we do some training on that. The other day we were doing one where I was getting taken by my neck from behind, the guy behind me, and then the dude next to me is trying to stab me. I was like, what do you do if you got multiple attackers? And I'm like, well, this plane's going down, but I'm going to fight. And that's all it teaches you. Don't be a victim. Fight. You got air in your lungs. You got fight left. That's basically what it is. And it's an awesome feeling. The adrenaline rush is amazing, too. Chances of you being on an airplane that goes haywire like that, not too high. But what if? You just don't know. Don't be paranoid. There's a difference. And they'll teach you that difference every time you set foot in there. It is in Phoenix, Chandler, Glendale. It's reactdefense.com, the home of tactical black. Brady, entertain me.
Samuel L. Jackson is getting an honorary Mother Effing Oscar.
For what?
The Academy
Snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
is
Come on.
honoring him. He was basically nominated for an Oscar once for Pulp Fiction. He didn't win. But they're giving him a cultural icon.
Oh, okay.
Whose dynamic work has been through generations, 30 years.
There's
Plus
plenty
yours.
of guys. They just.
I think Denzel should get that over Samuel.
Well, he's already won Academy Award.
I know, but still, I mean,
It's a better
three other
cultural
people
icon.
will be getting him.
I think
as
you're
well.
right.
Yeah.
As far as acting goes, I think
yeah.
you're 100% right.
3 other people will get
Who?
the Danny Glover, Liv Ullman, and Elaine May.
Danny Glover, because he's tired of this rig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this. I need an Academy Award. You got it, Raj.
Did you see F9 set a record for the blockbuster? $70 million opening weekend.
Did you see Humanity set a new low bar?
No.
I did. The
My
second you said that F9 set a new record.
My son went inside and he came out and he said, it was pretty funny, but there's some stuff in it that's a little unbelievable.
a little.
Oh, yeah. Your kid's on point there.
He's starting to figure
What an
figure
astute
stuff
student
out.
you have. Yeah. What a very knowledgeable and aware child you've raised.
I'm so proud
I'm
of
not
you,
so
son.
sure all that stuff could have happened. I'm just saying, Dad.
You can't take a car into outer space.
I mean, I know they're making like Teslas now, but Ford could get out of the atmosphere for a minute.
Liam Neeson didn't learn to drive until he was almost 30.
That's when I had to start chasing black people around. Remember when I hacked last year? I got away with it. I was the last one not to get canceled.
And he was taught by Helen Mirren.
Wow.
He got a gig in 1981, the King Arthur movie, Excalibur.
And he had to drive for the movie because it was F1.
She was also in it, but they didn't provide transportation to the set. So she had to buy a car and get a license. And so he had to do that. She basically already knew how to drive and taught him. He spent some time in the back seat, too.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Shark Week includes...
He just teamed him. I banged Helen Mirren in the back of a Ford dressed as King Arthur. The only person that's had a weirder weekend than that was Holmberg this Saturday over him. There was an albino. There was a black weightlifter that couldn't talk. There was a world champion of nothing. And it's all been taken.
Ringo Starr has sued the makers of a sex toy called Ringo. And when the company called Screaming, you'll be Screaming Oh Pleasure Products is the name of the company. They fought it for a while. Ringo started the lawsuit in 2019.
Wow.
He said the name is too close to his own. People might believe Ringo was in the sex toy business.
I don't want people thinking
so they settled the lawsuit.
I'm in the ring business, buddy. Peace and love and but never that.
No word if Screaming O had to fork over any cash, but they did compromise, and they said they put a hyphen on the O, so it's ring hyphen
Ringo.
O.
It's a Ringo.
Yeah.
I'm also suing Ring doorbells. Too close. The Ring O, the zero where your doorbell is, looks like an O.
The publicity alone was worth the lawsuit.
Completely.
them. Oh, yeah.
I'm curious what it looks like.
You got to put this little thing over your yellow submarine. All right, you've gone too far. Should I sue them, Paul?
Oh, the Poldos are doing well.
The Poldos.
A little bit of beetle in you. Never bad.
Just let
I
it be.
agree, but let it be, as I get it.
Let it be, Ringo. Let it be.
I won't let it be. I can't have people walking around with circles on their willies thinking of me.
Discovery's annual Shark Week is back on July 11th through the 15th. Summer, it's just a couple of weeks away.
That's right, Brady.
They've
Brady's
got a
explaining
couple
the
of
calendar.
schedules. Jackass Shark Week special with Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O
Okay.
and Chris Pontius.
That's my boy.
They're going to have the Real Sharknado on July 14th. Ian Ziering and Tara Reid will be on that.
See, he almost heard something else like that.
Yeah.
That's why he's going crazy.
Very close.
Man.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
It happens times when people have strokes, they just say terrible curses. Dr. Pimple Popper is going to be on Jackass?
She'll be on July 15th. She heads to Turks and Caicos to explore the world of shark skin. So she might pop some shark
Props to her
zits.
for taking advantage of.
Gotta love that.
Come on.
Popping zits on everything.
Then there's Sharkadelic Summer 2, which is July 15th. Snoop Dogg breaks down the craziest encounters.
Some of my favorite moments in life in the last few years, Brady, have been watching that Pimple Popper show. Like it's a nice feeling in my heart. We had parties at your restaurant to watch it while people tried to eat. Squirting that juice all over the place. We had one bad one and one great episode. Remember that dude's head had that thing on it?
That was pouring out.
Oh, and Ian was there, and he loved every second of that. Juice flying out of another man. Always got Ian going. You got one more?
No, we're good.
For the sports and entertainment?
No,
of the
I don't
entertainment
want to
drill?
play it.
If you guys didn't see the Indians, who are they playing? I don't even know who they were playing.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, play it again. That's
No,
Josh.
I didn't even play it.
Oh, you haven't. That's
shot.
the still shot of Josh Naylor, right?
Yeah.
And he's an outfielder for the Indians, and they went after or is he second base? They were going out for a ball together.
I think he's outfield.
And I
think he's one of those guys that he plays all the different
Yeah.
positions. Yeah.
It was a collision going after a pop fly. It looks like Minnesota. I think they're playing the Twins.
Michael Jack Schmidt.
Talking about Michael
Popped
Schmidt.
up, shallow right. Naylor, look out! He is down in a heap.
He's
He is
rolling
hurt.
around and letting that
No.
He rolls
that's
that
awful.
thing around.
That
Show it
is a
again.
really
Show it
bad
again.
injury. That is a really bad injury.
Watch him roll his ankle around.
Popped up, shallow right. Naylor, look out! He is down in a heap and he is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, that's awful. That is a really injury.
Oh,
That is a really bad injury.
hanging off of him.
It's on TMZ if you guys want to see it.
Oh. Be right back with weather after this. Oh. So hopefully he's all right. But that was an Alex Smith one, and he flips out when he hits the ground. He starts rolling around, and that thing's doing circles.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing himself any favors by rolling
Hold
around,
still.
right?
Oh, it's tough to watch. That's why I made you guys watch it. If I have to see it, you have to see it. Brady, now we're going to go watch Breastfeeding, because if I have to see it, you have to see it. I would love to wander over to the lady at that thing and go, hey, look, I love your cans covered in, like, milk.
I love what you're doing here, bud.
Like all the rest of the guys. But you know what? Could we just make the baby a non-factor in this whole operation and just flash those things out there? You're disgusting. I'm not the one with my top off in a restaurant. Your albino friend. Well, he's different. We're all done. You guys have yourselves a great Monday as tension mounts just 6 hours from now. You start the pregame, 7 hours. We start the shoot-around, 8 hours. We're playing basketball.
Close it out.
Will we be talking about the Suns in the finals tomorrow or a disappointing night tonight? Find out tomorrow morning. You guys have yourselves a great one. We'll catch you tomorrow in the Morning Sickness. Go, Suns!
98.
Oh, my gosh.
98.
Shut the front door.
UPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.